Hey, what's up everyone, it's your girl Bernie Shanae, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing, and it's going to be from Illumicrate. So if you want to know what's inside of this box right here, please stay tuned. And I am back, and also if you're new to my channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. So like I said before, I'm going to be doing an unboxing, and this is the Illumicrate book box subscription. You haven't really seen me do a lot of Illumicrate unboxings as of late because I've pretty much been skipping and easing my way into to some of the books that and boxes, the book boxes that they had selected, because I knew what book was going to be in the box. My goal is to eventually subscribe to the book only box eventually, but some Illumicrate has been like hit or miss, and literally it's been missing most of the time. But I know what book is in this particular box, and that's why I didn't skip this box, and I probably won't skip the one for January either, because that other title looks really intriguing. And also for that title for January, that is one of the authors that were sabotaged by Kate Corain. So I definitely want to read that book just to show my support for that author, especially after they were sabotaged. And y'all, I'm going to keep bringing it up because I don't think we'll forget, but still I making sure that I never forget, because, you know, especially with what happened with her sabotaging these authors, their debut authors, their books haven't even came out yet for the world to read. So I'm going to keep bringing it up. But anyway, so this is the box for December. I don't remember the theme, so we're going to find out together. So here is the box. It says Illumicrate, obviously. And as I open it, it says a little inspiration for your day, which says right here. And then this is what it looks like as I open it with the spoiler card, which what I'll be doing is I'll be referencing off of what's in this box and also giving the props to the creators of each particular item in this box. But the theme for December is in the stars. And here it is right here, in the stars. And we're going to find out together what's in this box. And I'm just really excited for this book. I'm not sure what the cover looks like. I'll definitely show you the original cover when we get to it. So the first item is in this package right here. It says, books are a way to live 1,000 lives. It says designed by Milk Lee Danny. And let's see. Yep, it's designed by Danny Lynn. It says, leave your next read in the hands of fate with this TBR jar with a quote from The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which I have not read. Maybe in the future I might, but it's probably not likely. But let's go ahead and see. And I might actually use a TBR jar, but I'm such a mood reader, so I don't know. We shall see. But here is the jar. This is what it looks like. Here's a little slot where you can put the little paper in. So it has that little quote, books are a way to live 1,000 lives. And that's also wrapped around it as well. So this is what it looks like. Sorry, I'm trying to put it in focus so y'all can see it. So here is this. This is the first item, the TBR jar right here, which is actually cute. So I'll probably put it on my shelves for decor, and maybe I'll use it for certain stuff, maybe for my book club, particularly for my members. And I'll just put books in here, and that will, you know, that will determine what we read each month. So I might do that approach instead, maybe. Okay, let's move on to the next item. It looks like a cloth item. So let's see what's inside. Oh, it's very soft. Is it like a towel or something? Like a hand towel? This is what it looks like. It says Stargate Donut. So that's what it looks like. It's like a little hand towel, maybe? I'm not sure. It has nothing on the back. So let's find out together what this is. So for that, okay, it's a Stargate Donut tea towel, and it was designed by Kamash Chaparpa. Hopefully I'm saying their name right. If not, I do apologize. It says, adorn your kitchen with this useful tea towel that has artwork inspired by light from uncommon stars. Have not read that, but it sounds interesting. So we have this tea towel. Let's move on to the next item, which it is a calendar. So usually at, you know, each December, the end of every year, they have a calendar for the next following year. So we have Illumicrate 2024. It says with artwork from Katarzyna Wiskowska. Hopefully I'm saying their name right. So this is what it looks like as I open it. We have January, which this is from Lunar Chronicles, the Artemisia, Lord, it's been a while since I've read that series, Palace. So this is from the Lunar Chronicles. This is January. And it has a quote from the author, which it says, maybe the princess could save herself. That sounds like a pretty good story too. Then we have February. This is from She Who Became the Sun. And then we have the quote from the author. So everyone has a quote from the author. So March, we have Under the Whispering Door, you know, and that was by T.J. Klune. We have The Jasmine Throne, which is by Tasha Suri. That's pretty. I like that. I like that one. We also have Song of Silver Flame Like Night. I haven't read, but I do want to read that eventually. And that was by Amelie Wenzhou. So we have this one. The next one is The Woman Kingdom. This is by Tahara Mafi, right here. Sorry if it's out of focus. Then we also have The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. And that's July. For August, we have The Adventures of Amina Asarafi. Love that book by Shannon Chakraborty. Then for September, we have Light from Uncommon Stars, which this is where the tea towel was referencing from. And that is by Rikia Oki. Have to look it up. For October, The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah. Right there. For November, we have, so this is Ever After. This is by F.T. Lukens. Right here. And then December, we have Daughter of the Moon Goddess, which I love, and that's by Su Lin Tan. So there, this is the calendar for 2024. I'm really excited for this. I'm glad I have this. I'm probably going to end up putting it on my desk. So that's probably where it's going to be going, most likely. So, yep, so we have that. So here is our calendar. And then we have something else that's for my desk. It says for this week, which it gives me, you can put the date. So it's like a little organizer, which I need to really try to do and keep up with for 2024. It's going to be really hard for me, but that's another goal of mine that I want to accomplish for next year. So yeah, so we have this. It says Violet Divination's Weekly Planner. It's designed by Mirgana Suli. It says, easily plan your week with this gorgeous weekly planner influenced by the world of Violet made of thorns. So yeah, this is cool. All right, I dig it. So we have this. And then now we are down to the book, y'all. We are down to the book. And it is beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna take the plastic off so there won't be such a glare. So, oh, this is beautiful. And I really wanted this book because, of course, it's by a Black author, and I was anticipating this book after just seeing it being marketed, the author marketing her beautiful book everywhere. So I'm like, yes. And it's signed by her. Why not? So let's see. Let's go for the book. Y'all ready? All right, let's go. It's The Principle of Moments by Esme Jacquemin Pearson. And here is the book. And if you want to see the original cover, it's right here. So you see there are two complete different covers, y'all. Two completely different ones. And I'm a blue and green person, so this works for me. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, it's really beautiful. If I take the dust jacket off, this is what it looks like with the spine. And here is the edges as well. So that's really beautiful. And on here it says, courage is the only thing stronger than fear, and love is the thread that holds the atoms of this universe together. And then if you open it, here are the end papers right here. Oh, that's beautiful. I like this one. But the end papers are just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And it's also signed by her as well. but I have no idea what this book is about. And then there also is an author's note in the book, which I'm going to be reading to you all. Not only would it be inspirational to me, but I feel like it can be inspirational to you as well. So that's why I always read the author notes out loud. But first, before we do that, I would like to read the synopsis of the book, because I anticipated this book, but I don't know a single thing what it's about. So it says it's 6066. I guess that's the year. It says, Emperor Thracian's brave new galaxy, humans are not citizens, but indentured laborers, working to repay the debt they unwittingly incurred when they settled on Garan, a desert planet already owned by the Emperor himself. Asha Akindele knows she's just another voiceless cog working the assembly lines that fuel his vast imperial war machine. Her only rebellion, studying stolen aeronautics manuals in the dead of night. But then a cloaked stranger arrives to deliver an impossible message, and her life changes in an instant. Then it goes into 1812. Obi Amadi is done with time traveling. Never mind the fact he doesn't know how to cure himself of the temporal sickness he caught whilst anchoring his soul to Regency London, the one that unmakes him the one that unmakes him further with every jump, or if the prince he loves will ever love him back, or why his father disappeared. He is done, until he hears about the ghost of a girl in the British Museum, a girl from another time. When Obi's path tangles with Asha's, and a prophecy awakens in the cold darkness of space, they must voyage through the stars, racing against time, tyranny, and the legacy of three heroes from an ancient religion who may be awakening, reincarnated in ways beyond comprehension. So it says, a love letter to Black readers of science fantasy. The Principle of Moments is a symphonic, centuries-spanning adventure, unmissable for fans of the spacefaring found family of Becky Chambers, the alternate London of V.E. Schwab, and the virtuosic I can't say it right now, sorry, climate craft of N.K. Jemisin. Oh man. And the author, which I'll even share with you, is a science fantasy author and co-founder of Impact of Omission, an organization dedicated to decolonizing the UK's compulsory curriculum, as featured in The Guardian, HuffPost, and the Channel 4 documentary Where's My History, with footballer and anti-racism campaigner Troy Denny. It says, winner of the inaugural Gallants and Rivers of London, BAME, and SFF award in 2020, now known as the Future World Prize, her writing is invariably about Black people dismantling space empires, traveling through time, and saving the world, often simultaneously. Okay, I'm here for it. The time travel, Black cast. What could you ask? You know, I can't ask for more, because this is everything. This is everything. So let me go ahead and read the author's note to you all. And it says, Dear reader, just so you know, you're holding a miracle. That's not a comment on my own skills as a writer, but rather an indictment of the structures of power that exist and are maintained in order to make sure books like this cannot exist. So this book is a miracle. When I first started writing this novel, I was 16. I had written other novels before, typing away on the family computer for hours, spinning a few truly incredible tales, often about depressed, chain-smoking orphans with incredible superpowers, which no one will ever see. And what I can only assume was a desperate bid to get some time on the computer too, like file taxes or threateningly Google the numbers of divorce lawyers. I don't know what adults do online. My parents generously forked out the cash for a laptop for my birthday. They had no idea what they'd done. I wrote this book over a period of about 3 years, from early 2017 to early 2020, while I was in high school and my first year of university. It was a time I was beginning to discover who I am, while uncovering within myself the things that move me, the problems and ideas I deeply care about. I knew I wanted to write a book that combined my favorite genres at the time, sci-fi, fantasy, and Regency romance, into a genre-bending explosion. I knew I wanted to have Black kids like me and my family at the forefront as chosen ones and time travelers and alien princesses. I knew I wanted them to have star-crossed epic romances with princes, but of course, the older I got, the more I was able to understand that what I have written was, in a sense, unpublishable. Which leads me back to the miracle. In 2018, figures from the Nielsen BookScan showed that out of the 4,589 SFF books published that year, only 5 authors featured were British writers of color. 5, 0.1%. According to the 2021 census of England and Wales, 18.3% of the population is non-white. That this country has a problem with British writers of global majority backgrounds accessing publishing deals seems obvious when you look on the shelves, but it was a fact I was only distantly aware of, typing away at my new laptop. To be honest, with all the built-in confidence of being 18, I never questioned if what I had written wasn't good. Clearly, I was the voice of a generation. It says LOL. But as I grew familiar with query letters and comp titles and read blog after blog on how to get a literary agent, I realized that books like mine just don't get published very often. My confidence shrank and shrank and shrank. There were too many barriers to entry. To get mine into the hands of readers would be a miracle. At one point, I even gave up. And yet, here we are. Here is my book, and with a cover like this, I mean, come on. It wasn't easy, and in some ways, to call this book a miracle obscures the hard work and dedication to change that lives in the hearts of so many people in the publishing industry. This book only exists due to drastic measures taken by some truly brilliant people, my own perseverance, and the examples set by Black writers of SFF who came before me. Octavia Butler, N.K. Jemisin, Mallory Blackman. But to me, its existence is still miraculous in many ways. So I hope you enjoy it. There are jet fights and prophecies and kissing. There is my 16-year-old self's wildest dreams, and hopefully your new best friends, mega crushes, and most hated villains of all time. This book is less of an anomaly now, and if you enjoy this one, even if you don't, I hope you'll go to your closest bookshop and treat yourself to some other miracles written by Black British authors and Black authors from around the world. There are so many brilliant pieces of fiction out there, each one not only a delight, but a call to arms for a better, more equal future. To my brilliant, beautiful Black girls, this one's all for you. My eternal love as me, Jamiki Pearson. Wow. That author's note was touching. It made me think about a lot of things. I don't know about you, but it made me think on there's so much work that needs to be done in this world. And apparently also in the publishing industry, as we all know, as we as readers know, right? Especially when it comes to BIPOC authors, we know that there's a lot of work that still needs to be done in this publishing world. And we just got to keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. And change is going to come. Change is going to come. It's just how and when it will happen. But I'm really looking forward to reading this. Just reading that author's note alone, like we read the synopsis, I was all in. Prior to the synopsis, then I was definitely all in. And now I'm more more in love with this book, even more just with that author's note that I read to you all. Yeah, cannot wait to read this. I hope y'all pick this book up when it comes out or wherever where books are sold near you. If you can, definitely support an independent bookstore if you have one, a local bookstore closest to you. If not, I completely understand if you have, you're somewhere else in the world and you don't have a lot of indie bookstores. I completely understand. But even if you pick this book up, you're supporting her, you're supporting this author, you're supporting authors in general when you pick up their book, off a shelf. You're supporting them when you go to the library. So even if you can't go to the bookstore, if you don't want to go to the bookstore, you don't want to spend that coin, that's okay too. If you have access to a library, go to your library and pick up that book because you are helping that author regardless, so do what you got to do, but definitely pick up this book whenever y'all can because I'm here for it. And if somebody wants to do a buddy read with me for this, please let me know. That's another thing that I want to do in 2024. I want to definitely stick to a lot of buddy reads and a lot of read-alongs that a lot of my friends are doing next year. So I just want to be accountable. But yeah, I cannot wait to get into this. But before I go, I'm going to share with you the January theme, which is murder mystery. It says, deep beneath the waves, monsters dwell, but something worse lurks above the waterline. Soon, someone will be dead and a murder mystery afoot. Our January Illumicrate book is an adult fantasy standalone debut. To celebrate peace reigning for millennia, the Emperor sends a ship on a 12-day voyage to the sacred goddess's mountain. Aboard are 12 heirs. each with their own magical blessing, except one. But when one of the heirs is murdered, it is the talentless heir who must rise to find the killer. If he fails, the empire will fall. Our Illumicrate exclusive edition is a royal hardback that is signed by the author and features an exclusive cover, full embossing on the hardback, digitally printed edges, and illustrated in papers, all from the publisher, as well as bonus content. Fandoms this month includes Crescent City, A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking, A Master of Jen, and Wayward Children. There will also be a fandom neutral item. Sneak peek. All of our January boxes will contain our next set of Merwild bookmarks. So that's the book I'm also looking forward to reading next month. So you'll definitely be seeing another unboxing from me next month in January. But that is it, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed this unboxing. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell to be notified when I upload more videos in the future. But thank you all once again so much for watching, and I hope you are staying healthy and staying safe. See ya.